Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the UNLV Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
Sets his feet. It's Washington. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, to get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Third and 6 yards to go. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Washington. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Offense working from the pistol. Making the adjustment on the play. On the move, it's Thomas. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Out wide left, it's Walker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right side, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Snapped on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Durham. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The give is to Williams. He's past the sticks. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Quick give. It's Thomas. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Making the adjustment. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Oh, good.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Washington. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to take it back.
Oh, my God.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. It's inside. It's Thomas. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Caught behind the line. It's Walker. There he goes. At the 30. Past the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown UNLV.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds his target. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Rebels offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Oh, shit.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Washington. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run to the left. They put the brakes on it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action on first down. Got a man. It's Coleman Williams. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Washington. In traffic, it's Durr. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Williams. They were all over it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first.
Oh, get this.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Terrapins will try to convert on fourth down. Left side, it's Fleming. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, it's Thomas.
Oh.
Turning it on. He's at the 50. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle. It's Lions. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To throw, it's Washington. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there ready to cook. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Second and long here. Running inside, it's Thomas. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Terrapins! That one will give them the lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. 2nd down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find some...
Makes the grab in their space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wide out. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Not enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Vegas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion, good timing, get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Left side is Fleming. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Great.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Churns into the pile. Across the 45. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Thomas. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd down coming up. Keeps it moving. It's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So we open the final period with a third down play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw one first. The quick out. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down to the air. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Out wide left, it's Burnett. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Thomas. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass.
Nah, we really don't.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gotta make the play on 4th. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Back's got it on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Washington. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Left side is Burnett. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Powers inside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
But when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it.
Good.
It's
Wow.
picked off, and that's
Sweet.
number 10.
That was
Going
good.
the other way,
Wow.
and he's got room. All
Good.
the way back. Touchdown, Terrapins! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the personnel group of the defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
Complete
my
to the
God.
right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.